Well, hello, my lords and ladies, and welcome to our, second episode of our Dungeon Saga Origins. This has been a very busy week for me for my normal job. Unfortunately, this doesn't pay the bills, so this is a little side hobby. But we're back. Got a couple of videos. I'm going to post one today and hopefully post one for tomorrow. First off, I want to thank all the YouTube members. You guys are awesome. Thank you for help supporting this channel. You guys are amazing. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button where we teach you how to paint different miniatures from all over the board game realm. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell so you get alerted, but without further ado, let's go. Alright, first off, you're going to cover your miniature in white spray paint after you scrape off all the nasty mold lines. Then we're going to take our face and little lips, and we're going to use a little bit of Fyreslayer Flesh to brighten them up and give us that skin color, so we only got to do one highlight on after we're done with that. Next, we're going to take our beard and we're going to do a little Gryph-Hound Orange for our base coloring, and we'll highlight that up here in a little bit. For the little padding of armor on the bottom section of our dwarf Rordin, we're going to use a little bit of Ultramarine Blue. This is going to be the base color for this, and we can highlight it up, but this actually matches the card art pretty spot on, so we might not do anything to this. For a little piece of cloth that's coming down in the front for Rordin, we're going to use a little bit of Rattling Grime. Make sure we get the front and the back, and as you notice, that's why we do it in white. The white sticks out, giving you already a natural highlight. For the gloves and for the under part where the arms are at, we're going to use a little bit of Garaghak's sewer. And again, you see the white sticking out, giving you that natural highlight. Very easy to see. For the hand grips on our stone hammer, we're going to use a little bit of Skeleton Horde. And then we're going to go back with the Garaghak's sewer because we forgot to do the rest of it. on the under portion of our miniature. For all of the armor, we are going to base coat it in Iron Warriors. Now, this is a very dark metallic color. Obviously, we're not going to keep it this way. But this gives us that nice base coat armor color that we're going to brighten up in the highlight step. Also, don't forget the toesies on the boots. For our hammer itself, we're going to use a little Mechanicus Standard Gray. Now, there's a good majority of this hammer that's going to be done in gold, so if you get some onto the grazed areas where the gold's at, it's not a problem. This will be washed right over and painted over. Alright, for all of the areas in gold, we're going to use a little bit of Retributor Armour. Now, there's some places on the armor itself, the shoulders, there is a portion on the hammer, and the sides as well. So just follow along with what I'm doing, and I get all the areas that I put some gold on. Alright, now that the base colors are basically done, we're going to use a little bit of washing. Now, this miniature, these aren't the best, but they're not the worst miniatures to paint. There's a decent enough detail to paint in, but we're going to throw some Agrax Earthshade onto our metallic areas and some on the brown areas as well. You can also use this on the gold areas if you would like. It's up to you. For the rest of the metallics, we're going to use our favorite metallic wash, which is Nulin Oil, to slap on there. Now to start our highlights, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use some Death Claw Brown onto our beard. Now we're just picking out individual strands, we are not getting anything in the recesses, and it's just going to brighten up just a little bit. For a second highlight, we're just going to use a little bit of Ratskin Flesh on those same areas. Again, you can do all of it, you can do part of it, you can just do the bottom portion, you can do the top portion, which is going to be a little bit brighter near the mouth. It's up to you. And to brighten up our skin just a little bit, we're going to use some Kislev Flesh, so on the eyes area, and if you can get some on that little bit of mouth. It's very hard to see, it's very hard, it's almost better off if you don't do it because it's such a small surface area. To brighten up our gold areas, we're going to do some Liberator Gold on there. And then I just did the eyes on the side, just a daub of white with some black in the middle, and I forgot to put the black in this shot. For the highlighting step of our metal areas, we're just going to use some Leadbelcher. Now, I went over a vast majority of this, kept some parts dark in the recesses, but for the 95% of our armor, we're going to use some Leadbelcher. Next, we're just going to do a reapplication of Mechanicus Standard Gray onto our hammer. I would also go with a little bit of Dawnstone after this. I think it brightens it up just a little bit more than what it needs to be, but it is very dark in the card art, so probably need a little bit more brightness to it. We're just going to throw some Nulin Oil on that rock that Rordin is stepping on. Pretty simple. And then we're going to throw some Aggaros Dunes on the base. Super simple. I did do the base pre-doing everything, but you can put whatever you would like on there. I know a lot of people probably don't like the bases I do because they're super simple, but I like to keep them simple because I like to push through basically everything. And then your favorite part of painting the miniature, because it means you're done, is the rim of the base. And that's it. I would say this is battle ready. This isn't going to win you any competitions, but it does get Rordin onto the game board, and it does look pretty decent. So not crazy, but it is fairly simple if you're doing this, and you can do this for a lot of dwarves. If you have different dwarves from different video games, board games, you know what I mean. But that's it. I want to say thank you for watching. We're going to get the Warhammer video out here pretty quick. Just want to say I love you all, and I appreciate each and every single person who watches this video, leaves a comment, gives me a thumbs up, or even constructive criticism. But until next time, I love you all. Paint on.